Good morning. I think I'm live. I never quite know this thing. It's changed since I used to do them regularly. Oh, I'm not liking my double chin in that at all. That is not good. I'm going to have to lift you up a bit more. Hang on one sec. Got a very makeshift arrangement here with, let me just, it's not going to improve my double chin, but it might improve the look of it. Goodness me. Sorry, I don't want to make you seasick. That's marginally better. It's really not. Honestly, I need a neck lift. What I need is a neck lift. Anyway, good morning. How is everybody? How has your week been? Mine has been okay. I apologise if you've got glare from my glasses. Right. Oh, God, the bloody cat arrives just as I start a live stream. I'm fully expecting the postman to arrive, every single delivery man, people to ring me. Nobody's rung me this morning, but I'm sure they'll all ring me. Now I've just started this. Right. I can't stand the cat. So just let me give the cat something to eat. Sorry about this. Otherwise, it would just meow through the whole thing and drive me mental. Back in 2 ticks. I might add that cat has already had 2 breakfasts this morning. This is his 3rd. I guess this is potentially his 11sies, maybe. Right, let's do some good mornings. Oh, lots of you here already. Lots of you here. 62 people watching. That's nice, isn't it? Right, who's here? Gillian C. Jane Watham. Looking forward to watching it. Getting my coffee and nibbles ready for the off. Yvonne from Australia, hi. Sue E, Deborah Tideswell, Kim Aston, who's just recovering from COVID. I hope you're recovering okay, Kim. Victoria Foley, Shan Math, hope I pronounced that correctly. Lynn Finney, good morning. Nikki, good morning. Carrie, Sue Moore, it's sunny Cyprus. Lucky you. I'm hoping to be in sunny Greece soon. Marissa Young, Antoinette Daly, good morning. Caroline Martin, good morning. Wendy Weeks from Gold Coast, Australia. What time is it in Australia? It must be quite late in the evening, I'm thinking. Vintage Jules, Victoria, I said Victoria already, haven't I? Jackie Sandy, Sue Babman, who is in, where did I see that? Newcastle, Australia. Lots of Australian people with us today. Are you all still in lockdown as well? I know you have been in lockdown. I don't know if that's all of Australia, but certainly I know some parts have been. Where are we? Christine Davis, Angela Thompson, Helen Mullane, Julie Knight, sorry, not Judy Knight, Jacqueline Moss, Mandy Maxwell, Gabrielle Youngen, who's in New Zealand, good morning, Linda Charlton, Linda Humphreys, Chris H, Kate Lahane, Laura Lee, Marissa, oh, I've already said Marissa, Catherine Walker, it's 10 to 8 here, 7:45 in Australia. Right, okay, for some reason I'm thinking it's like nearly midnight, but obviously not quite. That's more civilized, isn't it? 10 to 8, that's fine. Deborah Tideswell, good morning. Morning, Sue from sunny Kent, and hello, Ali B from Scotland. I think I've done them all so far. So let me have a sip of my coffee after that. Miranda from Auckland in New Zealand. So anyway, thought we'd just have a chat, see where the chat goes in the side chat, because I always like to be able to chat to you on a more immediate level than in YouTube comments. Is not quite the same as on a pre-recorded video, so I quite like to do this occasionally, and I thought I would. I didn't have a video going up today, so I thought it was a good opportunity, and I'm at home as well, so that's good opportunity to sit and do this for a little while. I have got some questions that you asked on Instagram, or some of you asked on Instagram, so I can go through those and answer those as well. Good morning, Alison in Cheshire, and Coral. Hi, Coral. Coral is in Exeter, which is quite close to me. Joining you before going to see a client, so I won't be here for the full live. Right, should we start with some of these questions? If you have any questions you want to ask me, do put them in the chat on the side. Write question in capital letters before it so I can pick them out easily, because sometimes it's difficult to, if the chat moves quickly, I will miss them. So yeah, if you've got any questions you want to ask me, feel free to ask them. I will start by going through some of the Instagram ones, and quite a deep one to start with, from Sebastian Herrera, who asked me, what is the one life lesson you would pass on to Will? Will is my son, for anybody who doesn't know. He's 21. That's quite hard. I've thought about that quite a lot, and it's hard to pick out just one, isn't it? I think a good work ethic, I hope I've passed on to him, or we've passed on to him. The importance of family, not just immediate family, but extended family. I think we've passed that on to him. I hope we have. And loyalty and a sense of duty, all sorts of things like that. But yeah, the importance of family, I think, is probably, I think that's one that's on my mind at the moment, maybe. But yeah, all of those things I think are important. But as you see your kids grow up, it's quite nice to see when they do display those qualities that you have tried to instill in them. And of course, there are moments when they don't display them at all, and you think, God, I failed there, don't you? That's quite normal, I think. Next question was from New York Lady 14, who asked me, what are your plans for Christmas Day? I have no plans for Christmas Day. Christmas is likely to look extremely different this year for us. Our family dynamic is changing at the moment. We're going through some difficult times with the extended family situation, and I honestly don't know what Christmas is going to look like at the moment. I don't think I'll know for a while. Also, in addition to that, we are having some building work done on the house, and quite major building work on the front of the house, and up here on the balcony, which I'm pointing over there because it's in front of me as I sit here, not just randomly waving my arms about. So that is going to potentially affect Christmas as well. Whether they'll have got as far as doing the work that's coming inside by then, I doubt. It might just still be the end, but we just don't know. I've no idea what Christmas is going to look like at all, and I'm just not stressing about Christmas. It is what it is. It's only one day at the end of the day, isn't it? And I feel like Christmas goes on too long these days anyway. I'm not a massive Christmas person, but yeah, no idea what my plans for Christmas Day are going to be. Also on a Christmassy theme, Kerry Jane 76 asked me, will you be doing Vlogmas this year? I enjoy them very much. The answer to that is probably. I always think, oh God, I'm not going to do Vlogmas this year. Then it gets closer and I think, oh, I'd quite like to do. Maybe I will, maybe I won't. I think I will. I think it's going to be shorter videos than I have done, not entire day in the life long ones. I'm going to try and keep them a bit shorter. There'll be an advent calendar. There'll be, I'm not sure yet. I don't want to commit because of the building work and because of the family things. I feel like committing to doing anything is probably a little bit foolish around the whole Vlogmas thing. But yeah, I think there will be some sort of Vlogmas anyway. Right, let me go back up through the chat a little bit. Sue in New Zealand, 9:50 on Friday night. Love your YouTube show. Oh, thank you, Sue. That's kind. I'm glad you enjoy it. Victoria, the young lady that captures Will for a keeper will be a lucky young lady. And that's very kind of you to say, Victoria. He does have his moments, believe me. He's yeah, he's a bit of one. His current girlfriend Georgie is absolutely lovely. They're very well matched, I think. And good morning, Joan. How are you? Victoria, 97 days to Christmas. Yes, I did hear on the telly earlier this week. They said 100 days till Christmas. Oh, God, really? We've still got quarter of the year to go. You know, more than quarter of the year. It's not even the 1st of October yet, and that's still a whole quarter of the year to do stuff. So I feel like when we talk about Christmas, we almost sort of wish the year away, you know. And the family that play together stay together. I'm a big believer. Yeah, that's a nice sentiment. Antoinette loves Vlogmas. I love Vlogmas as well. You see, sorry about the light. I don't know what's going on. I think it's the webcam is not at its best on this laptop anymore. I've been looking at buying a new computer actually, because my computer's so slow now. It's got so slow, and I've only had 6 years I've had my iMac, and feel like it should last longer than that. But then again, I think, oh, the amount of time I spend on it, doing YouTube, doing eBay, doing all the things, it's no wonder that it slows down. It gets a lot of intensive use, doesn't it? So, yeah, maybe I should just grit my teeth and go ahead and get a new one. The amount of time I spend waiting for it to catch up with me as well, I'm sure could be put to better use. Some things you try and instill your children doesn't work, like pick your clothes up off the bedroom floor. Absolutely, Carrie. We were talking about this last week when I went for coffee with Carrie, who's L33 Mrs. in the chat, and we were talking about kids and their bedrooms and how untidy they were, and how you just sometimes have to pick your battles and sort of overlook it. Jane Wathan loved the advent calendar last year. I've been looking at the options this year, and I think I've chosen one for this year. You see, I'm saying don't think about Christmas yet, and there I am looking at advent calendar options. I think I've chosen one. It goes on sale on Monday, so we shall see. Jane says it's too early for the C word. Yes, I feel like it is a little bit, but you almost can't get away from it, can you? It's just everywhere. It's very pervasive from sort of now until the end, until on an ongoing basis until it's all over. Anyway, I haven't even been on my summer holiday yet. So, yes, right. Let's go back to some of these other questions. Where are we? I've lost my page now. Sorry, where did I go? Wandering Welsh Lady said to me, two questions about eBay. Wandering Welsh Lady said, do you sometimes think eBay is not worth the hassle these days? The good days are gone, I fear. And somebody else asked me, are you giving up eBay? I can't find the, I think it was Mama Seamstress, who I think is Sarah. Hope you're well. Are you stopping selling on eBay? No, I'm not stopping, but I am. I do think the good days of eBay, how it used to be, are gone. But is that then I think, is that just a nostalgia thing? I'm looking back at eBay when it was in its more Wild West days, when it wasn't so regimented, and I feel a bit more like a little eBay minion these days. It's all. There used to be a bit more freedom. You had more choices about how you did things and run your own business, and eBay have taken more and more of those choices away from us, and I don't really like that. And for me, one of the main issues is returns being I mainly sell women's clothing, and despite the fact you put measurements in and all the information you possibly can, the returns percentage is so high now, and it's a very endemic thing. I think that returns is only going to get worse. I worked out my returns percentage the other day, and it shocked me, actually. I feel like it's not sustainable to run a small business. But I feel like the buyer only sees it as buying from eBay. They don't see it as buying from a small business particularly. And I think that's similar with Amazon as well, because you get a lot of small businesses on Amazon, but people, myself included, think, oh, it's just Amazon, isn't it? It's a big entity. And I think people wouldn't be so quick to return things if eBay didn't point out to them how, that, oh, yes, you can return it, money back guarantee, blah, blah, blah. And I think that returns culture is only going to get worse, and I don't know if it's sustainable. Sorry, that's a lot of eBay chat, isn't it? But yeah, that was the answer to those two questions anyway. So I'm slowly reducing the amount I sell on eBay and doing other things. I'm lucky that I've got other income streams, and I've got other ideas for more income streams, which I don't have time to do because I put my time into eBay. So I'm going to cut down eBay definitely within the next 12 months, for sure. That was a very long-winded answer to that question, wasn't it? Just going back through the chat. Tina's Talk Time. Oh, if you haven't seen Tina's channel, I do give her a shout out in the video coming up on Sunday, but Tina's Talk Time, if you can see her in the chat, she has a channel called Tina's Talk Time, and she's lovely. She's been a long time viewer of mine, and she's just started making videos, and she did a really lovely autumn haul video, autumn home decor haul video. So do pop over to her channel if you like my sort of videos. I'm sure you'll like Tina's as well. She's very chatty and friendly and fun. Coral is going. Have a good weekend, Coral. See you soon. Cassie, good morning. How are you? Lynn asks, is there no other platform to sell on? Yes, there are other platforms that they don't have the reach of eBay. And I mean, you can sell in Facebook groups, you can sell on Vintage, you can sell on Depop. I'm too old for Depop. I'm not ever selling anything on Depop. I downloaded it and looked at it once. Again, Carrie and I were discussing this last week. Oh God, no, I'm too old for that. All that text speak and stuff. No, not for me. Dazzle Dust, I didn't realise this was happening. Good morning from London. Good morning, how are you? Good morning, Vasula, how are you? You're very welcome, Tina. Right, let's have a look at some more of these questions. 2 people asked me, Karen Allen and Julia Jones, both asked me, how are you? It's always really nice to be asked that. And I'm okay, considering, really. As I've alluded to, you know, my dad has dementia. We are going through some changes, some really difficult decisions and changes around that. I don't want to talk about it at any great length at all, because A, it's depressing, B, it's personal, and C, is just that there's no. I don't want to tell you something without telling you something, if that makes sense, you know. It's like when people put cryptic statuses on Facebook and everybody says, inbox me, hun, are you okay? No, I'm okay, I'm fine. I'm just getting through the days, you know. There's a lot of not very nice stuff going on, but yeah, overall, I'm okay. Thank you for asking, both of you. I appreciate that. That's really nice. Bora Bora 7272 said, what are my plans for autumn? Getting through it, mostly. Getting through autumn, going on holiday as well, going on holiday to Greece, hopefully. They're making, the government are making travel announcements this afternoon, aren't they? And there's talk that they are going to be simplifying the testing regime, which would be nice. That would be really good. I'd be very happy if they did that. I don't know if they'll do that in time for us to come back from holiday. But I think for people wanting to go on holiday for half term and for the travel industry, I think, sorry, I've just got to prove that one. Yeah, I think for the travel industry, simplifying the whole testing, because it's quite daunting, the amount of stuff you have to do, the PLFs and you have to fill in passenger locator forms for going abroad, then to come back, and then the testing, day 2 and day 8, and test before you come back, and all of that stuff at the moment. It must be the poor beleaguered travel industry, you know, must be on its knees. And I think any sort of simplification for that can only be a good thing, you know. Right, let me just go back up, sorry, so I can. I'm definitely not down with the kids for Depop. No Depop. Good morning, Monica. How are you? Sue, love to watch your clothes try-ons. I will do my holiday. I usually do outfits of the evening when I'm on holiday, Sue, and I'm planning to do that this year. So there will definitely be a holiday clothes video. Yes. What does Will want to do after uni? He honestly doesn't know. He does know that he doesn't want to do chemistry, which is what he's doing a degree in. He's found it hard and doesn't love chemistry as much as he did prior to going into chemistry as a degree. It wasn't really his first choice anyway. He wanted to do physics, but his A-level results weren't good enough, so he ended up doing chemistry, and he doesn't know what he wants to do. He's been working for Ashley all summer, and he's got himself a part-time job, having had that experience, working for an estate agent up at university, just part-time on a Saturday. So that's really nice. I feel like he might do something salesy, because he's quite a people person. So I don't know. No idea what he's going to do. I'm looking very glamorous. Am I looking glam this morning? I didn't think I was looking particularly glam. I mean, I've put my hair on and my makeup, but I put my hair on, put my hair on, put my makeup on. I have done my hair. I've dried my hair straight this morning for the first time for ages. It doesn't stay nice like this. I have put some texturizing spray in it to try and keep the body, but I don't know how long it will last. We shall see. Victoria, autumnal candles. Oh yes, autumnal candles. We love autumnal candles. Caroline, you do need some private parts to your life. Absolutely. And I think that's in the last 12 months, it's taken me 7 years of doing YouTube, but in the last 12 months, I've been much clearer on what I am going to share on YouTube and what I'm not. And I think there is a bit of a culture in certain parts, or just generally with reality TV as well, that people think because you're prepared to share some of your life that you should share everything. And I understand that to a certain extent. I'm interested in other people's lives. You end up doing YouTube because you start watching it, so you're interested in other people's lives, aren't you? And I'd often like to know things, but I think you do have to keep certain parts that people think they know you. That's the other thing, that I'm segueing off into something else completely. As a viewer, you probably feel that you know me, and you probably know a level, like my sense of humour and, you know, bits of me, but you don't know me as a person, really. You see, what you see, even in a weekly vlog, is a tiny snippet of someone's life, and they've also edited that to make it look a certain way. For example, I've done weekly vlogs where I haven't been at home for half the week, but I've edited it to not to look as though I've been at home, but missing out that section and not feeling the need to refer to it. I've only done that once, I think. But yeah, that what you see is not always, it is reality, I guess. Am I making any sense at all? I don't know. What you see is reality, but it is a version of reality that has been made for you to see, I guess is what I'm saying. You should not feel under pressure to share what you're not comfortable with. It's nobody's business. Absolutely. Thank you very much, Dazzle Dust. That's very kind. Question: have you seen the People Mag cover with Meghan and Harry? I haven't. No, I haven't seen anything about Meghan. I don't deliberately seek out stuff about Meghan and Harry. Generally, if I have a little browse through the Celebrity Daily Mail bits occasionally, but I haven't been doing that the last week or so, not for any particular reason, just I haven't had time or got round to it. So no, what were they doing? What are they saying? What have they done this time? I feel like I have to say. Joan is going. Bye, Joan. What's Tina's channel? It's Tina's Talk Time, Alison. Jane Walters, good morning. How are you? Julia Jones. I just answered your question, Julia. Thank you for that. Mandy Moo 35. Hi, Caroline. Just want to say how much I enjoy your channel. Thank you very much. That's really kind. He's a lovely boy. You should be proud of him. I am really proud of him. And I love the video we did, the cherries haul together. When I was editing that, I thought, oh, that's really come out well. I think since we did the TV show, Will and myself, he's much more comfortable in front of the camera. And I think that shows he's much more natural now. That cover, you can really see the dynamic of their relationship in one of them. Ginge hidden behind a in stature and cringe on full display, hogging the limelight. Jane, oh, sorry, I've just lost my, oh, wow. I pressed the wrong thing and lost my screen. Jane Mathan, always look well put together, as my mother would say. Thank you. Love the taste testing videos you've done. They've been so fun to make. I've loved making the taste testing videos, even one with Carla and then the one with Ashley and William. And last Christmas, Ashley and I did in Vlogmas, we did a mince pie taste testing. We talked about crisp flavours with Carla, didn't we? I think we will definitely explore that. I don't want to do another one too soon, but they're really fun to make and obviously quite fun to watch as well. I think you guys really enjoyed them. Does this mean in real life you're a serial killer? No, this is real life. It's just not all of my real life. Definitely not a serial killer. Frankly, I wouldn't have the energy to be a serial killer. I feel like it would take a lot of energy, you know. How's my shoulder? All of me is falling apart, Jane. All of me. I've got a constant stress headache. I've got bad back, just backache. It's all stress related, I'm sure, but I'm not feeling at my healthiest currently. I'm okay, you know, nothing major. But the shoulder issue is better than it was. I think I literally just pulled a muscle because it went off after a few days. But yeah. Angela, that's a great idea. I love that. Christmas drinks and cocktails taste testing. I have thought about doing cocktail making, cocktail tasting, that sort of thing. Perhaps I will do a cocktail, tasting cocktails on holiday. Perhaps I could do a little clips of all the different cocktails I drink over the 10 days I'm away. That would make quite an interesting video. Perhaps I could tell you what's in them all and tell you how nice they were, rate them all. But yeah, some sort of Christmas drinks taste testing I think would be good. Of course, Carla doesn't drink, does she? So perhaps we could do alcoholic versus non-alcoholic. That would be good, wouldn't it? Carla could try some non-alcoholic Christmas cocktails. I could try some alcoholic ones. That'd be good. We'll have pillowcases too. We've cut down on Christmas presents this the last few years. We have massively cut down, so probably not full-on Christmas stocking pillowcases. Have you watched anything really good on TV recently? I have watched some good stuff. I've got a favourites video coming next Wednesday where I talk a bit about TV. I watched Clickbait on Netflix, which I quite enjoyed recently. Ashley and I have just finished the latest series of Money Heist as well, which I think is a bit past its sell-by date. I believe that there's another 5 parts. Why do I need to show you what 5 is? I'm not on Play School. 5-part series of that coming in December, I think. And yeah, I think 5-part series coming out in December, and that's the last one. Sorry, I'm reading and thinking and talking at the same time. It doesn't work. It doesn't work at all. I think that's the last one, and I think that's quite good that it will be. It definitely needs to end now. Just too much guns and shooting and ridiculousness. But I thought it ended quite well. The last 5-part series that I've just watched. Still watching Below Deck Mediterranean, the current season that comes out every week on a Monday. Still enjoying Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. That comes out every week on a Thursday. Haven't watched yesterday's yet, so that's on my agenda for my lunch break today. Always look forward to that. What else have we been watching? We've been watching Startup on Amazon Prime, which is a bit niche, but we've quite enjoyed it. We've just got the 3rd season to go, which is the last season. Sorry to hear that. I hope things settle for you. Stress is unhealthy. It really is. Yeah, it's not good. But I think stress comes out in different ways in different people as well, doesn't it? I feel all right on the surface as long as I keep busy, but I think the stress is sort of bubbling away underneath, and I'm not sleeping well. That having been said, I've just bought some magnesium, which has arrived, but I haven't started taking it yet. It arrived yesterday, so I'm going to start taking the magnesium, and hopefully that will help. Tina Love Clickbait and Money Heist. There's something else that Netflix emailed me about this morning. Like they emailed me specially on the Netflix mailing list this morning. It said there was something coming out with, I can't remember, Sarah Lancashire, is it? Raquel from Coronation Street. Series about I can't remember. No, I'm not going to say because I can't remember exactly what it said. Something about people getting blown up in a village, a bomb going off in a village, which looked really good, coming up next week on Netflix. I'm going to do taste testing as a party game at Christmas. That's actually a really good idea, Kim. I think that's good. That would be really fun. Am I watching The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills? I am indeed, yes. Right, let me look at some of the more of these questions I got on Instagram. What perfume do you use in autumn? Bora Bora 7272 asked me. My favourite autumn-winter perfume is Jo Malone Ginger Biscuit, which I don't think you can get anymore unless you go into the shop on Bond Street in London, where obviously I haven't been for a long time. I have still got about half a bottle of it. Other than that, I don't really have any particular winter type. I have more favourites for perfume for the summer months, really. That would be my Clinique Wrappings is another favourite, which again is really difficult to get hold of. The last time I managed to get hold of that was online from Harrods, ridiculously enough. But you can't quite often get that one as well. That's quite a nice all year round, but I tend to head towards it more in autumn, winter. Shane Leonard asked me, other than Greece, what are your future holiday plans? Well, we've booked a cruise. We've booked a cruise for next March. It's not an exciting cruise. It's just a round trip from Southampton, just a little one, 5 days on the Queen Mary. And it goes to the very exotic ports of Cherbourg and Hamburg. Go with Nick, my brother, and Amanda, his wife, and Ashley, obviously, and my mum. So that's something to look forward to for next year, because we're going through a bit of, difficult time. We thought it would be nice to have something to look forward to. And also, we finally got the deposit back from our cruise, which was from, was it this year or the year before? I can't even remember when it was supposed to be. But it took about the best part of a year to get our deposit back. And we eventually had to go to the credit card and do a charge back through that, because the company was just didn't give our money back. So so if we didn't book with the same company for this next cruise, I should say. But yeah, we wanted to have something nice to look forward to. So right, where are we? Can't wait for the advent calendars. There's a really good site, Miss Mary H. Dream, called beautyadventcalendars.net. She also has a YouTube channel called Lady Writes, and she has done the website. She has really full reviews of all the calendars. I use her. It's great reference for if you want to know what's in them and the value and all that sort of thing. She uploads lots of new information as they all come out. So that's where I've been getting my advent calendar information on. Have you been watching Vigil on a Sunday evening? No, I haven't. I've been watching very little terrestrial TV recently, but if it's good, I will look it up. Let me know. The accident has been shown in Wales and is excellent. Oh, is that the one with Sarah Lancashire in? Yes, that rings a bell. Yes, that I'll definitely watch that one. Got to go, Caroline. Thank you for the chat. Bye, Kim. Nice to see you. Just watched your New York trip. Really enjoyed it. Oh, God. Do you know, I watched all those New York videos back. We went to New York in December 2019. Watched those videos back recently because I was missing traveling so much. And it was like being there all over again. I'm so glad I make the videos. Over this last 18 months, I've watched so many of my old holiday videos back and just felt transported to those places. It's lovely. Just really so nice. Christina Scad, I think, asked me, what is your strategy to deal with a low spirit? One day at a time. One day at a time. Keep busy. I don't know. You just have to keep on. What doesn't kill you makes you stronger, doesn't it? And I realise that's all very cliched. And you just have to keep on keeping on. That's all I can say. And if it wasn't, the other thing I do think is, if it wasn't for low times in our lives, if it wasn't for the lows, the highs wouldn't be so high, would they? And I feel like, if it wasn't for feeling low all the time, you wouldn't get the moments when you felt really super happy at all. So there's that. I don't think that was particularly helpful, but I don't I don't know. That's all I have. Sorry, I went off on I didn't fully answer the previous question, did I? Other than Greece, what are your future holiday plans? I talked about the cruise, and ages ago, Ashley booked a holiday to Santorini next May. So there's that as well. My feeling about travel generally is that it's going to be very expensive next year. Sorry, I just need another sip of coffee. So I'm just going to wait and see. I feel like prices are going to go up hugely. And I'm not surprised about that. I think, as I said earlier, the travel industry has had a terrible time. You can't really blame them for that happening. Also, I think people are more cash rich because of things like you haven't spent a lot of money because we've been at home so much. And I think people have saved money on commuting because they're working from home and all of that sort of thing. And so I think travel might be more expensive next year. That's my thoughts. So we shall. Someone's just parked in my driveway. I've just heard a car come up it. So I'm hoping it's going to be a courier, isn't it? Just let me go and look over the balcony. It won't be a sec. It's DPD, and he's fertling round in the back of his van. So, anyway, where are we? 11:20. So, loved your food with the orange trees. You just couldn't get over it. It was so funny. Oh, in Seville, yeah. I'd love to go back to Seville as well. If I was going to do a city break, Ashley and I talk about our trip to Seville a lot. That was so cheap there. I think we paid 130 quid each for flights and 3 nights in a hotel, and it was a 3-star hotel. It was perfectly adequate, quite a nice hotel actually, you know. And yeah, we just had a lovely time. Last night, I discovered the YouTube channel Free Tour by Foot for anyone who wants to do some virtual sightseeing. Oh, I'll have to look that up. That sounds really good. Right, 2 seconds. I'm just going to go on to that. Oh, sorry about that. Oh my God. 2 parcels for Ashley. No idea what they were. I was thinking, I don't think I've ordered anything this week. You know, you're online shopping too much, and you get rings at the door and you can't even remember what you've ordered. Not me this week. I can't read the chat without my glasses. Right. Take a breath. Take a breath. It was great, really poignant and interesting. Yeah, I'm going to look that up. That sounds really good. Free tour by foot. Went food shopping the other day. Hardly any food on the shelves. I don't think it's a food shortage so much as an supply chain shortage. Sorry, so out of breath from running up and down the stairs. Ridiculous. Yeah, I think it's lorry driver shortages, and definitely it's the highest amount of job vacancies there's ever been in this country. I read the other day, which just goes to show that yeah, let's not get political. Not a good plan, is it? But yeah, I feel like there's a lot of availability of jobs should anybody want one. Let's just put it like that. Right, do I have any more questions to answer? Favourite place for a vacation in this country and abroad? In this country, for me, because I live in the countryside, quite close to the moors and to the sea and the coast and, you know, nice countryside, I always like to go on a city break. I love a city break. London, of course, but anywhere with lots going on and, yeah, just somewhere different from where I live. So I'd be up for going to any city, but London is the one that generally go to. Went to Bristol recently and really enjoyed that as well. Excuse me. Absolutely love your home. Would you ever move again? Yes, we will move. Thank you, first of all. Someone also asked me, what would your dream home look like? Upcycled and Proud asked me what my dream home would look like. I'm lucky because I live in a house that I never dreamed I would be able to live in. So this really is my dream home, or will be my dream home once it's finished, hopefully in 2 or 3 years. So yeah, it's my dream home, but we won't stay here forever. It's too big for just 2 of us. I feel like, yeah, it's just, it would be too big. I think probably maybe another 10 years, maybe a little bit longer. We shall see. Who knows what the future holds? Bus drivers are turning to lorry driving, so there'll be less buses. They just need to train more people, don't they, as drivers, I think. Maybe people don't want to be driving. I don't know. Who knows? Have you ever been to Porto in Portugal? I would love to go to Porto in Portugal. And in fact, we were trying to book to go to Porto, but we were going with friends for a sort of city break thing about, say 3 years ago or 4 years ago, and we couldn't get flights on the dates that we could all go. our friend who we were going with had to take time off work, and he couldn't get the correct days off to coincide with the days that the flights were available. So we ended up going to Bristol. We flew from Bristol, ended up going to Lisbon instead. But I'd love to go to Porto. It's something that Ashley, of course, is a big port fan, and would also very much like to go to Porto. Lisbon was lovely as well. Really enjoyed that. But yeah, I'd love to go there. Oh my God. Sorry, I just got to delete that crap. Move. There we are. Bus drivers, yes. Never apologise, never explain, Queen Caroline. Hilarious. So what's everybody doing this weekend? What are your plans for the weekend? I'll tell you what we're doing, but tell me in the chat what you're doing this weekend, if you're doing anything nice. We've just joined the National Trust. We had annual tickets to the local zoo, which we've actually had for almost 2 years because they were closed for so long, and they extended everybody's annual tickets to cover the periods they were closed. And we didn't go loads, but we went probably 8 times during that period, and we really enjoyed it. It gave us a focus of somewhere to go where we had a good walk, because it's quite a big campus. Is that the right word for a zoo? I don't know. And there was stuff to look at as well, so we really enjoyed it. So we've now joined the National Trust rather than renewing our zoo tickets straight away, and we're going to a local castle, a 20th century castle out on Dartmoor tomorrow, and then we're going to a little village to a pub for a bite to eat and a drink, and they've also got the best second-hand shop in this village. They got a nice off license with really interesting alcohol, which Ashley likes, and this second-hand shop with all sorts of interesting interior stuff, which I like. So it's win-win for both of us. So that's what we're going to do tomorrow. And then tomorrow night we're going out for a curry with our best friends. So looking forward to that as well, catching up with them. So what's everybody else doing? Breakfast on the beach, Carrie. That sounds nice. Is that for a reason, or just you fancy breakfast on the beach? Is it like just you, or get together? Or Cassie, you feel quite low and could easily stand up. Oh God, sorry. I'm really sorry to hear that. That's awful. Take myself away for the day, get fresh air and have a walk. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, Christine's seeing family with a bit of decorating thrown in. Delivery for Northern Ireland got so slow. Overall here, deliveries are okay for me, touch wood, at the moment. 50th anniversary party. That's a good old length of time to be married, isn't it? My parents had a golden wedding party a few years ago. I think there must be, what year did they get married? 63. So they must be coming up to 60 years in 2 years, I guess. 58 years this year they've been married then. Going to visit my family. I was a bridesmaid and I was scared, 18 and skinny, +2. Oh, jumble trails sound good. I went to my first jumble trail this year, really enjoyed it. It was in the village we used to live in. There's another one soon, I think. Dazzle going to visit my family and going out for Sunday lunch with extended family to make up for all the lost celebrations. Isn't it lovely to be able to go and see family? And just that rule of 6 that we had last year was it was, not being ungrateful, because a lot of people didn't have the rule of 6, but it was so limiting, wasn't it? And we had a big family get together with my father's extended family who live up north, planned for. It's been put off 3 times now, basically, over the last 18 months. And we're finally going to be able to do it in November up in the Cotswolds. Really looking forward to that. Sadly, my dad won't be joining us. But yeah, that's just how it is, isn't it? But yeah, really looking forward to that. Actually catching up with the family after so long is going to be really nice. Right, hoping to go to Beverley for the day and then York. Do you know, I've still never been to York. I so want to go to York. I must add that to the list. Good morning from Prince Edward Island, Canada. Good morning, Maureen. Must be quite early for you, I think. 8 hours behind? 8 hours, maybe like 6 hours, I'm not sure. Jane Wathan, back into the garden, had 3 25-foot evergreens cut down, so lots to do. Goodness, I bet you've got a lot of wood to sort of look, wood and branches. Okay, making the most of the mild weather. Oh, I've just lost that. Sorry, I've got to go back up. Making the most of the mild weather and take my mum and dad out somewhere so we can eat outside. Oh, lovely. They're going to need to get out, bless them. Yeah, that's lovely. It has, do you know, September has actually been a nicer month down here for us than August has. We've definitely had a little bit of Indian summer. I'm very grateful for it. It's been so nice to be able to have the doors and windows open and warmth outside. It's really good. Chris H is going to London for luncheon to see a play. Oh, the theatre as well. I can't wait to go back to the theatre. I'm sort of trying. I wanted to go to the cinema this week and I didn't go because so it would just be sod's law to get COVID now and not be able to go on holiday, wouldn't it? So I'm being very careful. I'm trying to limit my leaving the house, and I don't want to go anywhere where I have to sit to. Having said that, of course, we're going out for dinner tomorrow night, but somehow sitting in a theatre or cinema feels a bit more, I don't know, just more likely to get COVID. So I'm trying to avoid it. Maureen, lunch with new friends. Oh, lovely. That's nice. New friends are good, aren't they? Sunflower. Hi, Caroline. Enjoy your breath. Sunny, you're the second person from Cyprus, I think. Vazula was in earlier as well from Cyprus. I've just got to get a tissue. I've got runny nose. Oh, that's better. Right, shopping at the car boot. Not many now. No, I think our Thursday. I've hardly been to any car boots this year. I must make more effort next year. But our Thursday one is still on. But our Sunday one has never restarted at the local racecourse since COVID. I keep meaning to ring them and see if they're planning to restart it. But I really missed that one because it was really close for me to get to. Life sounds like it's getting back to normal in the UK. We're in lockdown here and missing seeing family, friends and going out for meals, etc. It does feel like it's getting back to normal. I was really pleased about the news that they're going to give all us old people over 50 a booster, because I've been watching Dr. John Campbell and all the stats about waning protection. Feel like it's a good decision, that one. Quite pleased about that one. Yes, so but it does feel like things are getting a bit more back to normal. We've just got to live with it, haven't we, really? Exploring Lincoln at Lincolnshire Woods and Coast. Moved here 4 months ago. How long till your holiday? It's soon. I don't say exactly, just for security and stuff. Ashley is wary about what I say online, about where I am and what I'm doing, but soon, very much looking forward to it. Sensibly wary. I don't object to him being wary about it, but yeah. The Carnival of Flowers Spring Festival in Toowoomba. That sounds lovely. I don't know what it is, but I want to come as well. That sounds lovely. Coral's back. Hi, Coral. I'm still here, still chatting. It's 7:30. Oh, it must be closer Canada time to us than I thought. I always think of it as 8 hours behind. I'm thinking of California, not Canada. Yeah. That's where I'm going wrong. If you ever make it to New York, yeah, Harrogate. Lots of people have said Harrogate as well. I'd really like to go there. So perhaps if I get up that far, I can do all of the places in that area during one visit. But yeah, I must add it to my list. Have you picked out your new kitchen yet? No, I haven't picked out my new kitchen yet because the work that we're having done is the front of the house and the new internal wall for the kitchen, not the actual kitchen. Although that work will, so the short answer is no. I love watching home renovations on YouTube. I'm glad you said that, because I was thinking that I might do a weekly, when we do the building project, which is going to be quite big, rebuilding the front of the house and the balcony, I thought I might do a weekly update on the project, what's going on and where they've got to and stuff. I thought for me that might be quite nice to reflect back on in later times, and I thought it might be vaguely interesting because I love watching people's building projects, and it would be something a bit different. So yes, that's what I thought I might do. Anyway, my coffee has gone cold, so I'm going to go and put it in the microwave. And thank you all very much for joining me. It's been lovely to be able to speak to you more immediately in the chat. I must do these more often, really. I did that week where I did 5 of them in a row, which was fun during the last lockdown. But yes, thank you all very much for watching and chatting to me. Thanks, Cara. I've been a subscriber for a couple of years. Rarely comment. I love your house. Thank you, Joe. That's kind. Is it Art Deco style? Yes, it is, Linda. Yeah. It's 70s more than Art Deco, but it does have, when we moved in, there were certainly Art Deco type influences in parts of it. So it's sort of mid-century more than Art Deco, really. Anyway, have a lovely weekend, everybody. I hope you enjoy all the things. I want to know all about the Spring Flower Festival I can't remember the name of the place, but it sounds lovely and I want to go. Thanks, everybody. I'll see you soon. Bye.